thank you very much for joining me today. I'm delighted to introduce to you the third session of our Pilates for beginners. Today we're going to emphasize first of all on your breathing, on your core, on strengthening the body, a little bit of coordination, and one of my most favorite, elongating the body and feeling taller after this session. On top of all these things, I also have a special surprise for you today. Special guest is coming to do it with us, Miss Momo.
Bonjour Mira.
Hi Momo, how are you?
Very good, thank you. I'm so excited to be here with you today.
Thank you for coming and joining us. So, if you're ready, Momo.
Oui, I'm ready.
I'm ready. Are you ready? Let's go. Pilates for beginners, number 3. Alright, so let's start. We're starting standing with our feet parallel and just gather your heels in your center line of the body, which we know is this line, or spine line. Heels together, toes apart, the crown is growing nice and tall, shoulders nice and broad, chest is open, and just making sure you're standing in your neutral spine. If you feel like it feels unnatural, just try and relax your body and feel natural. Knees are slightly soft, your tailbone is pointing down in between your heels, the chest is open, and let's start with some breathing. So we have our hands resting on our hip. Breathing in, releasing the skin of the tummy through your nose, and exhale slowly through the lips. Staying nice and tall, breathing in, and slowly breathe out and release. Let's take 2 more just to feel that skin around your lower back stretching, and it feels like your lower back becomes wider, your upper back becomes wider. Last one, breathing in and breathing out. Wonderful. Let's take 1 more breath here with our hands around our ribs, so you can really feel those ribs expanding as you breathe in. So hands wrapping around your ribs as you inhale, pushing those ribs out, and exhale, ribs coming closer. 1 more time. Breathing in and breathing out, keeping the shoulders relaxed. Wonderful. We're moving on from here, and today we're going to do something a bit special, thanks to our special guests. So we're going to have a nice inhale, first bending the knees. I think you're familiar with that already. Making sure the spine stays perfectly neutral as you go, and extend up again. Again, bending the knees, making sure the knees going right above your second toes. Inhale and lift back up. Remember this beautiful crown you're holding on your head. Don't release the chest or the chin, and grow taller. Now we're adding on. We breathe in, we bend. We exhale, we close the window between our legs. We engage our pelvic floor, deep muscles. Engage the navel in. And we're going to lift our heels together. So try and keep this time the heels together with each other and slowly lower. Okay? So we bend the knees as we breathe in. We exhale. Lifting the pelvic floor muscles, keeping the heels together. I know it's not easy, but it will teach you exactly how to feel those inner muscles. Breathe the heels together, gently lower the heels down, and release back down. Quite interesting, isn't it? So knees right above your toes. Extend, lifting up, keeping those heels gathered, and slowly release down. Last time, breathing in. Momo is doing it super nice. That's one of her. Good. And lower the heels and release. Now, maintaining that neutral spine, we're going to open our right leg. So open first, pardon. So we're going to open first, feet parallel, then toes out, feet parallel 1 more time, and last one, toes out. Yeah? So we will call it the sumo squat. Now here again, we are practicing our neutral spine. So you want to make sure there is a little arch behind your neck, a little arch behind your lower back. And let's try and keep those 2 arches. Breathing in, knees again, right above your toes, and exhale, stand tall. Some people intend to release either their chest and the chin, or intend to release their hip when they come forward, or you want to make sure you're keeping your spine perfectly neutral. Staying beautiful as you bend, and exhale as you extend. We're adding on to it in 2 more pulses. Really feel the engagement of your pelvic floor, your belly button. Your chest is staying nice and open. Big smile on your face. Last one, inhale, exhale. Let's add some decoration. Open your arms, breathe in, and we're going to swipe on the mat, right to the left. And again, open sideways. Try to make sure before you close the legs that the knees right above your second toes. Exhale, close, and we grow nice and tall each and every time. Open sideways, inhale, exhale, belly button engaged. Breathe in, open sideways, exhale and close. 2 more, breathe in and breathe out. Nice and elegant arms, breathe in and breathe out. And just when you thought you were finishing, we're going to stay right here. Let's try and keep the arms here. If it's too much for you, feel free to place them here, Momo. And we lift up, small poses. Again, each and every time we engage our abs. In and in and in. Good. Feel those cheeks of the bottom working. And we keep practicing that neutral spine the whole time. We have 5 more. 4, 3, stay nice and tall. 2, and 1. Let's try and stay here. Remember we lifted our heels, yeah? So if you want to use your arms for balance, please do so. Take a deep inhale and exhale. We're only lifting one heel down. And gently lower. Breathe in. Other heel up. Up. Very nice. And again, right heel goes up. Belly button in. And come back. Here again, make sure you're not releasing the hip or the chest or the chin and down. Could we try both heels now? Maybe. Let's try. Take a deep inhale. Pick up your heels. How is your posture now? Is it nice? Shaking, that's good. I always like to keep you alive. And release. Let's try again. Let's use the arms. Breathing in. Exhale. Lower the arms. Pick up the heels. I'm sweaty already. Are you sweaty? At least it's the 2 of us. Breathing in, heels going down. Come on, stay low. I know it's very tempting to lengthen the legs. Please don't. Last one, breathing. Keep engaging the abs. That will surely help you. Engage the pelvic floor, belly button. Can we hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great. Release your heels down. Stay low. And finally lengthen the legs up. Very good job. I know it looks super easy, but it's not. I can assure you it's not. Release the legs a little bit, shake it off. Then you know it's a good friend if she's coming to do this with you. Okay. Right, so let's try and sit down with our legs crossed. Move one leg forward, take a deep inhale, and slowly you can use the arms to balance. Slowly sit down and sit comfortably. With the cheeks of your bottom out. Chest is nice and open. Arms are crossed in front of your chest. And we are taking a twist. Make sure you relax the shoulders down. Breathing the twist to your right. And exhale to come back to the center. Breathing twist to your left, inhale. And exhale. Breathing those obliques. Breathing in through the nose. Exhale, come back to the center. Breathe in, twist. Exhale and engage. Let's just take one more. This time I want you to make sure you're not moving the chin away. Keeping the chin right in front of your chest. Twist, inhale, chin and chest is chin, chest, in one word. Let's take it one more time. Breathe in as you go. Exhale to come back. And last one, breathe in to twist. And come back to the center. Right, now we're going to move on to the saw. We're going to extend our legs forward. For beginners, I would recommend to either stay with your knees bent if you feel like you can't sit with your spine straight. However, if you can keep the spine nice and straight, make sure you're sitting right on your sit bones. So move the cheeks of the bottom out. Legs are nice and tall, reaching the arms to the sides. Make sure the shoulders relax and the hands are slightly lower than the shoulder, elbow, and finally the hands. So let's go. Making sure the arms are moving right with your chest as you breathe. And exhale, we come back to the center. Breathe into twist. Hello. And we come back to the center. We're adding a flexion forward, so let's breathe. We're staying right here. We're rotating the back arm and we're reaching the hands away from each other. The hands along with your spine. And come back to the center and undo the twist. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathe in to come back. and to the center. And we go again. Breathing in. Reach the hands away from each other. Pinky, toe. Lift back up. And back to the center. Last one here. Reach. Lift back up. And back to the center. Wonderful. We release our arms down. We're moving to the mermaid, one of my most favorite ones. So, bend your knees this way. And we're starting to go towards your left leg, right leg. Shoulders down and away from the ears. Reach your left arm up, nice and tall, and reach to the side. You're getting this wonderful stretch along the waist here with your hips stable on the mat, and come back. And we go to the other side. Reach nice and tall, and come back to the center. One more to your right. And back to the center. Try to keep those arms nice and light. And now we're going to start from the opposite knee. Take a deep inhale and prepare yourself to stand on your hand. And this is exactly why this is one of my most favorite exercises. And we lower back down. Let's take it one more time to each side. Give yourself a good chance to really enjoy that stretch. Breathing in. Here we go. When we take off, up, nice and tall. Reach and open. Releasing the head, the neck a bit here. And release all the way down. Let's quickly move to the other side. Change your legs and we're starting to go to that left side. Roll the shoulders back, open up the chest, breathe in. And we go sideways, nice and tall. Make sure your side of the neck is still tall and long and equally long. Other side, good. And again, we go to the left. And back up, and here we go. From here we take a deep inhale and we lengthen up. Momo, you can't go wrong. Come on, Momo. Reaching to the side and lift the arm. Keeping it very graceful, very nice and tall and elegant. Breathe in and we go. I'm just decorating it as much as I can. That's how I enjoy Pilates. Let's do one more. Let's take one more. Almost for the way. No way, you're not going anywhere. Breathe in. Reach. Lift. And we lower all the way down. Wonderful. Moving on to lay on our back. Let's gather the legs in the center. Bend our knees. Right, so we're stacking the legs on the floor. We're taking a deep inhale. We roll taller and we slowly round our back down. Always feel free to use your thighs when you roll down. Keep engaging those abdominal skin. Breathing as much as you need. And keep rolling down. Boom and boom. All the way to lay on your back. Let's give you a nice big stretch. Good. And now lay on your back, arms by the sides. We're starting with the legs together. So we're going back to that midline of your body. Make sure you have the little arch behind your neck, a little arch on your lower back, but not too big. This is a bit tempting. Make sure your lower back is a little arched. Belly button engage, and we start with the knee fold. So, allow me to move that. And we have exhale. One leg is coming up, and inhale, slide it back in. Exhale. Belly button engaged. Now you're more than welcome to put your hands on the hip to make sure the hip is staying nice and stable. And we go. Exhale. And inhale. Push back in. Good. Exhale. And inhale. Reach the leg. I like having the friction, one foot on top of the other leg in order to feel the connection to your core. So that's the reason I'm doing that. Try to really use that. Slide one foot over the other. Breathe in as you lower. And when you extend the leg, feel as though you're actually getting taller. And I did promise you to get taller, right? So this is your chance to feel taller. One more to each side. Belly button is engaging. And extend, maintaining the hip nice and quiet. Exhale and inhale. Moving on to some action on the upper body, keeping the legs together, hands behind your neck, chest is nice and open, and we're going to have the elbows on the side of your gaze. Breathing in to prepare, And we're going to float the chest out as you exhale. Now a small tip here, which I always like to emphasize on. Hands heavily resting between your hands. Make sure you're not pushing from the chin, but really using the abs. And breathe in as you lower. Exhale. Lifting the chest and slowly lower down. If you're doing this exercise correctly, you should already feel each and every part of your abdominals working as you are extending the legs. When the legs are extended, you're working from elongated position of your abs, and therefore you should feel, especially the rectus abdominis, the straight muscle, but also the deep squat as you are engaging the navel arch. Make sure you do. Exhale, lifting up. How's it going?
And definition with my abs.
Mo is feeling it. I feel it. I hope you can feel it. Lift up. And Mo, let's do something interesting. Let's combine the other exercise. Lift up, and we start with our right leg, your right leg. Bending the knee together at the same time. I did promise some coordination. Here's a bit of coordination for you. First, great coordination, not first grade, but first level. Breathing, lifting up, and slide your other leg. Remember, we're sliding the leg, the foot against the other leg. Breathe, and exhale. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, lift. Inhale to lower. And exhale, lift. I think we should take one more. Let's finish this leg. Breathe in. And just one more to each side. Again, when you lift up, feeling everything engaging in your center. When you lower, feel as though you're growing taller. My favorite sensation on Pilates, getting taller, longer, and leaner. Let's keep it here. Lower the head slowly down. And release. Did you fall asleep, Momo? No. Okay. We have our feet standing parallel. Hip distance apart. Just drop the knees from side to side to release the body a little bit. We're going to start with our arms by the side. Spine is neutral, so make sure you have a little arch behind your neck, a little arch on your lower back. Head, chest, and bottom are resting down nice and comfortably. Keeping your chest open, breathing through the nose. Exhale through the lips. We start rocking, and I lift my arm up so you can see deleting the little arch and coming back in. Exhale, belly button engage, and come back in. And again, engage, and we start rolling up to our bridge, so we lift tail, lower back, middle back, and upper back, up to the bridge. When you have the right bridge, you want to make sure you have the knee, the hip, and the shoulder aligned with each other. Yeah? Am I okay? Take a deep inhale and curl down, chest, middle of your back. Lower back, and finally the tail. Breathe in. And again, rock back through the sacrum. Lower back, middle back, and upper back. And we roll down. So if you've done the first two sessions of Pilates for beginners, you must have recognized this bridge exercise. Today we're adding a bit of a twist to it. And when I say twist, we are actually twisting our toes out. So let's roll all the way out. We're rotating the toes out. Maybe you can the heels a bit further. Yeah. And we take a deep inhale, and we're going to roll up this way. Now, having your legs in this position will emphasize more on the sides of your legs. Yeah. Breathing in and breathe out. Slowly articulating one breath at a time. One important thing to pay attention to. Well, there are many, but I want you to see this time. When you're rolling down, are you rounding and tensing your shoulders? Make sure you're relaxing the shoulders as you roll down and keeping your chest open just the way I like it. Nice and open, breathing in. We go for 3 more. Exhale, round the tail, the lower back, middle back, upper back, and down. Good. Oh, should we add some arms for the last 2? Let's decorate. So lifting up. And this time when you roll down, only if you can, just go with us. Try and lengthen the arms up. It feels very nice to stretch. Now when you're stretching, make sure you're not popping the chest up. Exhale, lift. And inhale, lower. And final one, breathe in. And I'm going to ask you to stay there for me. So let's gather the arms either together behind your tail and hold here with for 5. Belly button in. Really squeeze those legs against the floor. Feel the tummy working, those cheeks working, those hamstrings working. Your smile is working, and I think this is more shaking. And we roll down slowly, bone by bone. Great. Hug the knees to your chest. Give yourself a nice relaxation. You definitely deserve that. Big circles. And reverse. Lovely. Moving to the last exercise on our back. We're going to have feet. Making sure you have a little arch behind your lower back and neck. Arms by the sides. Feet in your hip distance apart. We're breathing through the nose. And as you exhale, we float the right knee up right above your hip bone. And we gently lower down. It's okay. Whatever leg we did is fine because we're anyway going to do the other one as well. And let's take it just one more time. Breathe in. Breathe out. Float the knee to a tabletop and lower down. Exhale and lift up. And gently lower. Are we ready to move on to 2? Let's try. So use those arms by the sides. Open up the chest. Exhale and float both legs. I'd like you to try and use your feet to really jump. And gently lower, breathing in. Now, even if I'm not doing it perfectly, 90 and 90, I'd like you to try and make sure it's a really tabletop movement. You see? This is good for my leg. Lovely. She has to say that. Exhale. And breathe into lower. How's your chest doing? Are you tensing your chest? It's okay. Is it hard? Try to keep the chest nice and open. Breathe in. Exhale and lift. It is beginners, so if it feels like that's enough for you, you can just keep the legs going up and down. I want you to really make sure you're not changing the little arch behind your back. It all stays the same when you lift up. If you're ready to move on with us, we're going to open the arms to the sides. And when we lift both legs, we are adding just the right first. And then we lower down as we breathe in. So we start with single arm soaring moves. Exhale, lift. Inhale and lower. Can you feel your abs working a little bit more when you do that? Right? Exhale and lower down. Breathe in. A lot of attention on your spine, yeah? Spine is staying neutral. Lengthen and we gently lower. Now that's not easy. What you can do is keep one hand helping you against the floor and lower the head down. Exhale and lift. Now, as it is our last exercise here on the back, if you really want to, feel free to pick up both arms. There you go. You have Mo doing it. Yeah. Me doing it. All the motivation we can give you. Breathing. Lift those arms. Make sure they're right above your shoulder. And gently lower. Inhale. How is your spine doing? How is your chest doing? Make sure it's staying nice and open. Spine is long. And we will just do a couple of more. And we're staying there. So let's be ready to hold it here for 5. Belly button in. Feel this energy between your arms. Feel the chest open. Hang on with me. Keep the arms in. Keep your smiles on. 2 and 1. And we lower the knees down. We release the arms. There you go. Release from side to side. Well done. You did it. Moving on. So we're going to cross our legs. Roll ourselves up. And move to the tummy. Good. Nice. So force. Walk yourself back. Down. So when you're laying on your stomach, even though I can't see your stomach, I want to make sure first you're engaging the tummy, not overarching and not pushing the pubic bone down too much. If you pubic down, if you have some sensitivity in your lower back, please you can release the pubic bone down. So we have our hands underneath our shoulders. Head is relaxing down. We take a deep inhale, and as we exhale, we're going to lift up the head and the chest, and gently lower and release. Again, lifting up head and chest, and gently lower. And we're adding now one hand, so lifting up, head, one hand is going up, and gently lower down. Breathe in. Lift up. Other hand is coming up. And we gently lower. Breathe in. Keeping your legs nice and long. Lift up one hand. And gently lower. And last one here. And we are adding on. So now we're going to pick up both arms at the same time. Belly button engaged. Lift up. Float both arms. And gently lower. Nice. If two arms together is a bit more challenging, you can keep one arm. So make sure there's not too much tension on the lower back. Another thing you want to make sure is you really engaging those abs as you lift up the chest. Two more here. And gently lower. Last one. Lift up and hold. Let's hold for 3, 2, 1, and release. Let's give the head and the chest a bit of a break, and we're starting to lift our legs. We'll go directly to two legs. So release your forehead down. You can also place your hands under the forehead. Take a deep inhale, lifting both legs. Exhale and gently lower as you breathe in. Exhale, lift the legs up and gently lower. Now, how far should you pick up your legs? Completely up to you. I prefer always quality to quantity. So if it means that you need to lift the legs slightly lower, but do it nicely, it's always better than picking them too high and ruining your posture. So try to keep your tail looking down towards your heel. Chest is open, belly button is engaged, and big smile on your face. Let's try and add our arms and chest. Take a deep inhale. Over here. Breathing in, and release one hand with both legs. And we gently lower. So we have, perfect. So we have chest, hands, legs, lots of information. Breathe in. Exhale, lift. Inhale to lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale to lower. One more to each side. Up. And gently lower. And last one, up. Shall we try two legs? Let's try. Take a deep inhale. We have chest, hands, legs. Hold with me. And release down. And again. Chest, hands, legs. And release down. Good job. Move up. And release down. Two more. Up. Hold. Use your arms. And release down. Last one, and we're gonna count together for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Have a try and extend the arms a bit. Whoa. Good. Strong back. Coming back in, and you won't believe it. You're getting the child's pose. Yes. So stretch back. That's always a celebration. Releasing back. This is next level. So many people practicing Pilates just thanks to that one. The child's pose. Alright. We're going to move on to side work. So let's lay on our side. I want you to really get comfortable. It's going to get interesting. So release the head all the way down. Make sure the legs are nice and long, in one line with your body where you can still see your toes. The most important thing is to make sure they're not going further back, so it's not going to hurt your back. So laying on your side, engaging the abs. Move. Yes. How are you?
Fine.
Wonderful.
I think I'm okay.
Top hand is resting here to help you, and we're starting by elongating the leg, lifting it up and lower. Let's take 6. Exhale up and down. 3, 4, 5, and 6. And this is where it's going to get interesting. We are lifting the top leg, taking another deep inhale. Exhale, adding the bottom leg, and I'll tell you why it's so interesting. Lower one leg at a time. You're going to feel the upper waist, the upper leg, and the bottom leg, the inner thigh. That's why it's so interesting. This is, I'm happy to represent a all-in-one exercise. So lift up, all-in-one. Breathe in, lift up, 1. Adding on the leg, keep those abs strong, and gently lower down. So I want your legs to be long, I want your smile to be big, and I want your body to be graceful, keeping your chest open, lifting top leg, gently lower. I think that's 4. So we have 2 more. Lifting up. Good. And gently lower. Last one, lift. Let's try and stay here. And speaking of that waist, let's get the legs up and focus on that waist for 6, 5, 4, very good, in 3. Make sure you're not falling back. 1, and gently release down. Wonderful. Bring the knees forward. Twist to the other side. Take a deep inhale. Don't go anywhere. We have another side before we finish. Okay. Moving on. Other side. Legs are nice and long. Now we're going to sit more better. Okay. So legs are nice and long. Chest is open. We take a deep inhale. We lift for 6, 5, 4. Making sure the bottom waist is off the mat. 2 and 1, adding on, breathing, we have 1 and add and down and release and 2 and lift and down, breathing, we lift 1 up and slowly, I think that's 3 up and that's 4, 2 left, not that bad, isn't it? Up and down. And on the last one, we're going to keep your legs there, so keep your legs up. And we go for 1, 2, 3. You can soften the knees a little bit to make sure they're staying together. 1, hold. Belly button in, stay with me. 2, and 1. And guess what? We're done. Thank you very much for joining us to that session. Well done for doing it again. If you didn't hit like yet, please hit like. If you're not subscribed, what were you thinking? Momo, thank you very much for joining me today. It was a pleasure to have you. See you soon on the next video. Bye bye. See you.